AEW arrived in the VBC Props Arena in Huntsville, Alabama for the January 29th edition of Dynamite. Mercedes Moné put her TBS title on the line against Yuka Sakazaki, as well as some other big matches, including Will Ospreay going on one-on-one with Brian Cage in the first match. So yeah, let's get straight into that. And Ospreay struggled to combat the strength and conditioning of Cage, especially with Lance Archer getting involved. However, the aerial assassin knocked Cage into Archer and hit the Stars Clash for the win. The Don Callis family attacked after the bell, beating both down Omega and Ospreay. Cage delivered once again here, fighting with Ospreay, just 2 weeks before his battle with Omega. Meanwhile, the Battle of the Kingdom was a little cleaner. You could say the Machine has done his job in making the most of his opportunities while highlighting his opposition. The post-match was unnecessarily long though. The Don Callis family made their point within 30 seconds, but stomping into Morrison continued for another few minutes. The final image of Ospreay needing to put his body in the way to protect Omega could be an interesting foreshadowing of what's to come at Grand Slam. The King is still a vulnerable man, and the Don Callis family continues to attack him. I'll give it 6 out of 10. Moving on then to Jeff Jarrett versus Claudio Castagnoli, and Jarrett fought with all of his instincts, targeting the leg of Claudio. However, a distraction from Utah and the Death Rider from Mox allowed the Swiss Superman to get the win. After the loss, MJF arrived to knock down the last outlaw and then showed respect to Jarrett by not telling him "I told you so." The right result was delivered with the wrong execution. Jarrett has not done nearly enough in the past year to justify Castagnoli needing the help of two men to beat him. A messy contest that never really found its rhythm or focus. The technical focus of Jarrett never felt like enough for the Swiss Superman. However, AEW is clearly trying to make something of Jarrett's last run, so putting him over in some losses makes sense, but it'll take a lot more to convince fans. MJF has made the most of his minutes, but it just doesn't really feel like a feud that's benefiting either of those at the moment, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Ricochet then took on AR Fox. Fox put up a serious fight against Ricochet, but a Spirit Gun and a Vertigo sealed the victory for the one and only. Ricochet threatens to stab Fox with the Golden Scissors after the win, but Swerve grabbed him. He threatened to Swerve stomp Ricochet, but the one and only used Fox as a shield to escape. Ricochet does not have many matches in AEW yet, but he's already repeating contests where his opponent has no chance of winning. While they have chemistry and history to play on, the rematch between Ricochet and Fox never truly justified itself. It was a good athletic show, but many fresh opponents could have been used better. Swerve's friendship with Fox is going to be interesting going forward. That's likely why the energy in this contest was lacking, maybe because it hasn't been built up enough. Swerve's post-match attack makes it interesting though, and even with the weakest segment of the kind of feud today, I'm still intrigued to see where it's going to go, so I'll go with a 6 out of 10. Jay White then took on Wheeler Yuta. Yuta nearly broke the ankle of Jay White with a vicious attack, but the Switchblade managed to catch his opponent with a Blade Runner to win. Afterwards, he hit Yuta with another Blade Runner before the Death Riders arrived. Claudio attacked White from behind, but Rated FTR made the save. A bout with Yuta is not a dream match on paper, but the Switchblade sold this one over big over the past month. Following up selling hard for the Death Riders, Rising Star was a big deal. A technical showcase from Yuta, who helped fully sell White as a crowd favourite more than just anyone before. While Hangman was a great opponent for Switchblade, the crowd was split in their rivalry and needed a clear heel to work off. And I think Utah's position helped him. While White was always going to win, it did feel like a big win given the context and the whole stuff around the Death Riders. So yeah, I thought this was really good. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Moving on into AEW airing a recap of Collision. Mariah May arrived to respond to the return of Timeless Tony. She warned Storm that it didn't matter what version of her would appear, she'd always been better than her. While nothing was going to live up to the moment on Collision, when Storm returned to her Timeless past, May delivered a strong, confident promo to keep this feud rolling. Enough time has passed since May dethroned Storm that it feels like anything could happen in Australia. This is one of the hottest stories in the women's division by a margin, and maybe even in AEW. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to see where it's all going to land heading into the show down under. So yeah, that's going to be a very interesting one. Before we got the TBS title match in our main event, Mercedes Moné defending against Yuka Sakazaki, and yes, she found a tough fight against Yuka, but she managed to get her knees up to block the magical girl splash, following up with a Moné maker for the win. On a night of fairly muted responses to the action, the crowd was loud and energised in the main event. This was despite a build that was non-existent. It's far too rare for AEW to main event with women's matches. But this deserves a spot. Sakazaki dealt with some minor pacing hiccups, but otherwise looked a real threat to the CEO. Mercedes remains the dominant champion, as well as the one most trusted to elevate the competition, just by working with Yuka. She helped put over one of the underutilised stars on the brand, and that's exactly what they need to do with more opponents, maybe like Thunder Rosa, Julia Hart, Parazzo, hopefully in the near future as well. So yeah, this is good stuff, and long way it continues. 7 out of 10. And overall, Dynamite this week gets 6 out of 10 from me. I thought, yeah, it was a pretty decent episode of Dynamite without really being excellent, if you know what I mean. Probably not maybe as good as last week's one, which I thought was a really good show, but I think there was enough on this card just to keep us interested going forward into the coming weeks. So yeah, I'll give it 6 out of 10.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.